Gold has been used as a form of currency and investment for centuries. But is buying gold a good investment? While it can be challenging to say for sure, there are several factors to consider when deciding. Hello everyone, welcome to Finance Wisdom Channel. This video will discuss, is buying gold a good investment strategy? If you're new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. We'll take a closer look at some of the pros and cons of investing in gold. Also, the alternatives to buying gold. By the end, you should have a better idea of whether or not this is the right move for you, so let's get started. Where does gold come from? Alluvial gold deposits are found in nearly every country on Earth. They are formed when erosion wears away at bedrock, releasing the gold trapped within it. Gold is also often found with quartz veins or orifices where hot water that carries dissolved minerals has cooled and solidified. Deposits of this type are widespread in Australia and North America. Gold can also be found in meteorites, though these deposits are typically tiny. In some cases, gold is produced as a byproduct of copper or silver mining. Gold is highly dense, so it sometimes becomes caught in the nooks and crannies of rock formations during mining. Finally, some sea creatures like squid and certain types of algae have been known to deposit small quantities of gold into the ocean. While most of these deposits are microscopic, they can add up over time to form larger nuggets. Gold is often found in nature combined with other metals such as copper and silver. It is also found in rocks, limestone, and quartz. Most of the gold that is produced today comes from mining operations. The rock must be crushed to extract the gold, and the resulting powder must be heated until the metal melts. The molten gold is then poured into molds to create bars or ingots. Today, gold mining occurs in many countries worldwide, including Australia, Canada, China, Russia, and the United States. In addition to mining, gold can also be produced through a process called panning. This involves using a pan to separate the gold particles from dirt, sand, and other materials. Although it is not as efficient as mining, panning is still a popular way to obtain gold, especially among hobbyists and small-scale miners. How has the price of gold been trending lately and why? Gold is a valuable commodity used as currency and jewelry for centuries. The metal is abundant enough to create coins but rare enough so that not everyone can produce them, and it doesn't rust. Gold also has a long history of being accepted by societies and governments as a global currency. The market determines the price of gold based on supply and demand. Currently, the price of gold is trending downward. This is due partly to the strong US dollar, which makes gold less attractive to investors, and in part to lower demand for China and India, the largest buyers of gold. However, some believe that the price of gold will rebound in the coming years as economic conditions in China and India improve. What are some pros of buying gold as an investment strategy? When it comes to investing, there are many different options available. Some investors prefer to buy their money into stocks or bonds, while others prefer to invest in more tangible assets, such as real estate or precious metals. Of all the different investment options, gold has historically been one of the most popular choices. Here are some of the reasons why investors may choose to buy gold. First, gold is a relatively stable investment. Unlike stocks or other assets that may go up and down and valuable quickly, gold tends to hold its value over time. This makes it a good option for investors looking for a long-term investment. Second, gold is a valuable commodity. This means that if you need to sell your gold in a hurry, you should be able to get a reasonable price for it. This can be helpful if you are in a financial emergency and need to raise cash quickly. Finally, gold is portable and easy to store. If you ever need to move your investment, it is easy to do so with gold. You can also keep it safely in a home or other secure location. This is not always possible with other investments, such as stocks or real estate. What are some cons of buying gold as an investment strategy? While there are certainly some benefits to investing in gold, there are also some potential drawbacks that should be considered. One of the most significant risks of gold is its value can be volatile and subject to sharp swings. While this can be theoretically work in an investor's favor if gold prices are on the rise, it can also lead to sizable losses if gold prices fall. Additionally, gold may not offer the same potential for growth as other types of investments such as stocks or real estate. Next, Gold is a physical asset, which means it can be stolen or damaged. Gold also requires storage and insurance costs, which can further eat into profits. Finally, it can be difficult to sell gold quickly if you need to raise cash in a hurry. For these reasons, some financial advisors recommend that investors only allocate a small portion of their portfolio to gold. Investors should consider the risks and rewards of investing in gold before making any decisions. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. How do you buy gold and what are the risks involved? When it comes to investing in gold, there are a few different ways to go about it. The most common way is to purchase gold coins or bars from a precious metals dealer. However, gold can also be bought indirectly through investment vehicles like exchange-traded funds or ETFs or mutual funds. Finally, some people choose to invest in gold mining stocks. Each of these options comes with different risks and potential rewards, so it's essential to do your research before making any decisions. Purchasing gold directly from a dealer is often the most straightforward option. However, it's important to remember that you're also dealing with an intermediary, which can drive up costs. Additionally, if you're not careful, it's easy to end up with counterfeit gold. If you're planning on buying gold coins or bars, be sure to only deal with reputable dealers who offer certification of authenticity. Investing in an ETF or mutual funds gives you indirect exposure to the price of gold without dealing with the hassle of storing or transporting the physical metal. However, these investment vehicles are subject to the same market forces as other stocks can lose value quickly. Is buying gold a good investment? There is no simple answer to whether buying gold is a good strategy. Some people argue that gold is a good investment because it holds its value well and can be sold for a profit in the future. Others believe that gold is a poor investment because it does not generate income and can be subject to large swings in price. Ultimately, deciding whether to invest in gold should be based on an individual's financial goals and risk tolerance. Those looking for stability may find that gold is a good option, while those seeking to grow their wealth may prefer other assets. Are there any other investment strategies that might better fit you than buying gold? There are a variety of investment strategies available, and the best option for you will depend on your individual goals and risk tolerance. If you're looking for a long-term investment that will preserve your capital, you might consider investing in bonds or treasury bills. These options offer relatively low returns but carry minimal risk. If you're willing to take on more risk in exchange for the potential for higher returns, you might consider investing in stocks or real estate. These asset classes can fluctuate in value, but over the long term, they have typically outperformed other options such as gold. Ultimately, your best investment strategy will depend on your unique circumstances and goals. Gold has been considered a valuable resource for centuries, and many still believe it to be a stable investment. However, the gold market is constantly changing, so it's essential to do your research before investing in this precious metal. In this video, we answer some of the most common questions. Is buying gold a good investment? Have you ever invested in gold? What was your experience? We hope you find it helpful. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Thank you and goodbye.